Hi everybody, it's Tammy, and today I would like to take you through why I drilled Ko Parker's face. As you probably know, the original Akaku Nuva design just has the appearance of a lens moulded in as part of the mask, and it's all the same opaque colour. But what and I think a lot of fans have always wanted is for the mask to have a real translucent coloured lens. So I finally did it, and I'm gonna tell you how. But quickly, a word about power tools, as I realise some people watching this may be young, may have no experience with power tools, or worse, may have some experience with power tools and think that they're invincible. If you want to use a power tool you're not experienced with, learn as best you can how to use it first, preferably from someone who can supervise you. Either way, have someone around. This doesn't make you a child, it makes you smart. Most of the ways I held the mask in this video was not clever. I took some risks due to circumstances, but I had experience and I had someone nearby just in case. In retrospect, I really should have worn a thick glove on my hand when I was holding the mask in place, since it was so close to the drilling. Although if you have the option, I would recommend using a vise. Finally, I used a hand drill in this video, but I would actually recommend using a pillar drill for more control.
Everybody got that?
So the first thing I did was drill what's called a pilot hole. This is a small hole you make to begin with, as it allows you to better guide the larger drill bit later on. Oh, for those who don't know, the long thin bits on a drill are literally called drill bits. They come in different sizes and types, and you swap them out as you need to. As you can see here, I completely missed the centre of the lens. What I should have done was use a screwdriver and a hammer to make a small indentation in the centre, a sort of pilot for the pilot. As I completely cocked this up, I had to drill additional smaller holes within the lens, which together eventually formed an initial gap. I then used a larger drill size to bore the hole out. My initial intention was actually to take a 1x1 round plate, although if you've played the LEGO video games you'll probably know them better as studs, and use this as a lens. Unfortunately, I found that the small dial detail in the top right corner of the mask prevented a piece from fitting in there. I also attempted to insert the part from inside the mask, but the space inside was too narrow. So I attempted to bore out some space inside the mask, but this didn't really work either. Eventually, I completely overshot and made the hole too big for a stud to fit in anyway. I was pretty disheartened and annoyed with myself, but then I thought that a Baraki eyepiece might be able to fit in the hole if I bore out just slightly more, and this could actually provide a better end result. The diameter of the hole I would need to fit a Baraki eyepiece snugly was around 7mm, but I only had 6 and 8mm drill bits, so I used the 6mm to manually wear around the edges of the hole, regularly stopping to test the fit. It took some patience, but eventually I managed it, and I was very pleased and relieved. And this is the result. The lens here is currently in transmedium blue, which is the same colour that comes with Calimari, and is actually the same colour as the eye stalk on Ko Parker, Mata and Nuva. I think he looks pretty good. You can of course have any colour of lens piece in there, for example for Mox, or for a more movie styled look you could go for red. You might also want to consider putting a translight blue piece in there, which is the same colour as the Metru eyepieces. I think this will probably give a more vibrant result, but unfortunately I don't currently have that piece in that colour. To make it up to you, here's a quick look at Ko Parker Fantoka with his eye swapped out for translight blue. Lastly, here it is with a trans dark blue piece that comes in some of the Baraki sets. This can of course be repeated with any of the coloured Akaku Nuva masks, so you could switch this piece out for a dark green for Onua, or orange for Pohatu, and so on, although there is no bloody way that I am drilling a silver Akaku Nuva. So you might be wondering, that's great Tammy, but what about the original Akaku? Yeah, I know, I would like to do the original Akaku too. I'm working on it, but I can't make any promises right now due to the 3 different sizes of lens. Actually, if you've got any suggestions of suitable parts for the lens, then ping them in the comments. But overall, how do you think it looks? Do you think you might give it a go? I hope you found this video interesting. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!